Hey guys, I'm Jamie Sullins and I am a Superstar Director with the Cincy family of products. And I just wanted to come to you guys today and talk to you a little bit about the situation that we're facing as far as shipping and different stock items with Cincy fragrance and the way that you should be handling this with your customers. So first of all, we're going to begin talking about shipping. Obviously, shipping is not our normal right now. It's taking quite a bit longer. And first of all, if your customers are reaching out to you about this, just acknowledge, yes, shipping is taking longer than it normally does. Now, hopefully, if you've had an interaction with your customer, you've given them a little heads up that this might be a possibility before they even place their order. But bottom line is, some people just order directly from the PWS and you don't have a chance to have that conversation. So if they reach out to you a little bit frustrated or having questions about shipping, the first thing to do is just acknowledge that this is not the Cincy norm. We are running into a lot of different situations, most of them based around, actually all of them, based around the repercussions of COVID-19. The first being that our shipping department just doesn't have as many people working for them that they normally do. We've been required to cut staff based on the COVID-19 restrictions of how many people can be in a closed up area. Now, Cincy has tried to take care of this the best they can and are currently working on it. They've hired tons and tons of temporary workers and created swing shifts. So they now have these shipping warehouses working 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. They are giving all employees off on Sunday, but they have different shifts going round the clock. So shipping is going to start picking up very, very soon. They are working on training all those new hires. Another thing to keep in mind is that there are differences in shipping standards state by state. The majority of our products are shipped by UPS, some of them shipped by the US Postal Service. And if you're in different countries, I apologize, but I'm just not aware of the companies that you guys are using. But here in the United States, there are different regulations state by state. I'm in Oklahoma. Everything's pretty much wide open, so UPS and the Postal Service are pretty much running normal here. But I do have downline in several different states, one being California, and I know that they have restrictions on, how many people can be in the UPS warehouse and the amount of hours that their drivers can work and different things like that. So a lot of these shipping issues are just made even worse once the products have left the hands of Cincy and go to UPS or the Postal Service just because of regulations there. Bottom line is, acknowledge your customers' frustrations, let them know this is not the norm, and know that a little freebie goes a really long way. I give all of my customers a free scent circle when they order from me. But I know that not all of you are in a place in your business where you can afford to do that. Just know that a little bit of wax goes a long ways, especially customers that are waiting for a shipment of wax. You can take one bar and cut it up easily into 8 very generous samples of a cube each. Make 8 customers really happy with that. Another thing that you can do is offer a coupon for a future order. Just apologize for the delayed shipping and offer some sort of discount or freebie on their next order, and that encourages them to stay loyal to you even though we are dealing with all of this. Bottom line is, there's just really not much we can do at this point as far as shipping. Now let's talk a little bit about the issue that we're running into right now at Cincy with items being low in stock or sold out. The first thing I want to let you know is you will be able to get through this. I've been in Scentsy since October of 2008, and we've dealt with this issue before when Scentsy was a fairly young company and really started to take off. We had a holiday season. I believe it was the fall of '09 that most items were out of stock. The thing is, back then, really all we had was wax and warmers and then a couple other things like room sprays, scent packs, things like that. And the majority of our warmers were sold out or on back order. Now, we didn't have many other things to offer our customers, and so it was a big problem. But what I know is Scentsy took care of my customers. Scentsy always takes care of their customers, and they're doing the same thing now. They're doing the best that they can do. First of all, I want to give you a little notice as to why this is happening. A couple reasons. First of all, Scentsy had no clue that this was going to happen, guys. Nobody had any clue that this was going to happen. This whole COVID-19 thing where countries would be shut down, people would be online shopping like crazy. I mean, we know that just by looking at the numbers from these past few months, that people are online shopping like crazy. So that is the first reason. The second is places that we get our products from, some of them are completely shut down to exporting, and others are extremely delayed in their exportings. India and China being two of those countries. So it's out of Scentsy's hands. They're doing the best they can with what they have. Now, here's one thing that I really want you to keep in mind. When you're dealing with out of stock items or back ordered items and dealing with your customers on this, your customers are going to react to you, not the situation of the back order or the out of stock. They're going to react in relation to how you react. So if you get angry at Scentsy that all these items are out of stock, your customers are going to get angry at Scentsy and maybe never buy again. But if you take the angle of, oh my gosh, that's another item that's out of stock. Man, my customers are loving this stuff. Scentsy's customers are loving this stuff. You made a great selection because that's actually something that everyone else loves too. And it's sold out or it's on back order indefinitely, different situations like that. Make sure that you're taking the spin of our products are amazing. Our things are so cool that everyone wants them and they are out of stock. Now is the time for you to make suggestions to your customers. This is a time that you can offer amazing customer support and really seal the deal with your customers and create loyalty. So let's say that item that they were wanting to purchase is a warmer. I haven't looked at the product list today, but let's say for example's sake that it was the Prairie Pitcher Warmer that was sold out and indefinitely on back order. This is the time that you can talk to your customer and say, well, tell me why you chose the Prairie Pitcher Warmer. Is it because it was mainly white, or is it because it was like the country farmhouse theme? Because we have tons of other warmers that I can offer you, but I just want to be able to make some good suggestions for you. So try and find out why your customer made the selections that they did, and then make some suggestions to them based on that information. Now, if we're talking about fragrance, this is the perfect example of why it's so important for you to know all the Scentsy fragrances. If a customer has a favorite fragrance and it is on back order in a certain product, you need to be able to make suggestions of other fragrances. Now, some of you are new consultants and maybe you don't know the exact fragrances, but that's why our catalog is the perfect tool for you. First of all, our catalog is sorted into categories. So if they have chosen black raspberry vanilla in a product and it's not available anymore, you can go right here to the catalog, to the fruity section, and be able to make some suggestions straight from that. Now, black raspberry vanilla, pretty self-explanatory as to what fragrances are in it. But let's say you're looking at something like Blue Grotto, and if you're a brand new consultant, you're not familiar with Blue Grotto. Right here in the catalog, it will tell you the different fragrance notes that are in that fragrance and easily you'll be able to suggest other fragrances, because right here it says that Blue Grotto has tropical notes, it has citrus, and it has lush botanicals. So I can go through this catalog and look for other fragrances that are botanical fragrances or citrus fragrances and make suggestions to my customers of other products. So the situation that we're running into, while it sucks, there's nothing we can do about it except make a positive spin on it and make sure that you are creating a good experience for your customers. That's your job as a consultant, is to be the go-between between Scentsy as a corporate and your customers. That's why you are paid what you are paid, to do exactly that. If you have any further questions on the situation as far as shipping or out of stock items, be sure that you reach out to your upline, your director, your superstar director, and they are going to be happy to help. One tool that you need to know about is your workstation and the news tab. There is the product supply list. Is that what it's called? I know it's called product status list. Maybe that's it. Product status list. So it's on your news tab. It is updated daily. It's going to tell you what items are back in stock, and it's going to tell you what items are on back order or completely sold out. One thing that I do want to caution you on, many of those things have dates on them. I would not tell those dates to your customers because they can sometimes be fluid based on shipping situations and things like that. One last tidbit of information that I want to share with you anytime you're dealing with customers is under promise and over deliver, especially on these shipping times. I would not give a promised ship date at all. Normally, I tell my customers 2 weeks, knowing that it's going to be a lot quicker than that. So I under promise and I over deliver. I under promise how soon they're going to get it, but then when they get it sooner than that, they're really excited. This is a situation where that's super, super important. Do not promise ship to dates because we cannot uphold those promises. What you see on your workstation is a guideline. It's hopeful dates, but please do not share those with your customers. Like I said before, if you have any further questions or need help with how to interact with a customer if they've gotten upset over shipping times or out of stock items, just reach out to your upline, your director, or your superstar director, and we would be happy to help. Other than that, I hope you guys are having an awesome start of summer and a sensational week. Talk to you later.